I love making travel vlogs of our adventures, and I've documented so many amazing trips on my YouTube channel over the years. And I was busy making vlogs of our recent 2-week US road trip. I've already got the vlogs up of our time in LA and Joshua Tree if you want to have a look. But somehow life got in the way and finishing the remaining vlogs got pushed farther and farther down my to-do list. But I really hate the fact I never finished them, and the fact I'm sitting on all this footage of happy memories I want to preserve, and also that others might find helpful if they're planning their own trips. So I'm finally getting around to finishing them. This is a vlog of our time in Santa Barbara, but I've also got Sequoia, Vegas and Zion left to go too. I hope you enjoy it. We have just arrived in Santa Barbara and checked into our room. We're staying at the Avenea Inn, or Avnea, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but I'll flash it up on screen. It's like a nice motel, I would say. So far, first impressions are it looks really clean and the room's nice. It fits all 5 of us, which is a big bonus when traveling with 3 children. It took us slightly longer to get here than originally thought because we had to go past all the LA traffic. So if you've seen my previous videos, we started off in LA, then we went to Joshua Tree, and Santa Barbara is our 3rd destination on our road trip. We weren't originally going to be going to Joshua Tree, so that was a little bit of a detour. Originally we were going to be going to a place called Ojai, which is not far from Santa Barbara, so we were going to spend 2 nights in Ojai and then 2 nights in Santa Barbara, which would have made the whole thing a lot nearer and a lot closer and a lot less travelling. But I basically messed up the Ojai reservation and I booked it for June rather than July, so we had to change our plans last minute, and I've always wanted to go and stay in Joshua Tree, so that is quite a big detour because we basically had to come back past LA to get here. However, it's fine, like we wanted to do it, we wanted to go and switch off in Joshua Tree for a couple of nights, so that is fine. But just if you're planning a trip like this, we have basically kind of ended up going back past LA to get here, but we are here now. I'll show you the room quickly. There's not much to show, and I have no idea what we're going to do while we're here. I haven't really planned anything for Santa Barbara. I've sort of planned a few, not planned, but I've sort of seen a few things that we'd quite like to do, and it looks like a lovely little like beach town, so we're excited to go and explore it, but I'm not sure what we're going to do now for the rest of the afternoon. We will see. This is our room. Like I said, it's a big bonus that it allows all 5 of us, because so often hotels try and make us get 2 rooms, and I just can't justify the price of getting 2 rooms in hotels. So it is going to be a bit of a squeeze on the beds. I love this backdrop. I think it's really nice with the lights. That looks quite good. I think perhaps there is a sofa bed here, as kindly modelled by Lottie. And then you've got this little area. It's very clean. Got a little bathroom in there. There's me. And then you've got your toilet and like a little bath shower in there. And then you've got like an ironing board and stuff here. And then what is slightly strange is you've got this little backyard area, which, I mean, not really sure what that's all about, but first impressions are it's nice and clean and looks perfect for 2 nights. We're off on a wander. Lemonade, look. We've come to this art installation. It's called the Chromatic Gate. It's quite cool. I'll go far back so you can see it. So this is it. It's quite cool when you've got the sea in the background. We're just trying to work out what's going on with all these birds. It's like the bird Olympics. They're all lining up on this pipe. One's going. What are they going to do? Good morning. I realised that I didn't finish the video last night. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my hand. I was about to say I've got a palm tree growing out of my head. The girls are laughing at me. But I didn't finish my video last night. We had a really nice afternoon in Santa Barbara. We didn't get there until about 4 o'clock. we just parked the car up at our hotel and then we just wandered around. It's really nice to have a city that is walkable, because LA is definitely not a walkable city, and neither is Joshua Tree. You definitely need to have a car or take public transport in LA, and you definitely need a car in Joshua Tree to get anywhere. So it was really nice just to actually park up and walk around. And so far, on first impression, Santa Barbara is a lovely beach town. It's quite sophisticated, I would say. Like, there's lots of wine bars and really nice restaurants, which obviously we aren't like really, like, we're more sort of, I don't know, more laid back, but it is beautiful. And we just spent a couple of hours wandering around. We went to a place called the Lucky Penny, which I think is in a place called Funk Zone. That was quite a cool little area. We went for some pizza, which was lovely. I think it's called a Lucky Penny because it's got like something like 150,000 pennies stuck to the walls. So that was quite cool. Then we walked down, like really far down, like the little boardwalk area by the sea. We went and did some like photos near this art installation, which I think is called the Chromatic Gate or something like that, and that was actually quite nice. We got some really quite good photos there because it's very colourful, and we basically just wandered along. We didn't like go particularly like quickly, we just took it all in. We wandered through some parks and it was really nice. Then we came back and everyone was so tired again, so I think we went to bed about 9:15, something like that. So we are finding that we're going to bed quite early and then getting up quite early. But this morning we are not out and about early at all. We all had a little bit of a lie-in, and now everyone's just, you know, when everyone's just like me, we're just taking ages to get ready, and John's getting cross because he's getting hangry. So I think it is, what is the time now, John? 20 past 10, and we've not even like got out of the hotel room yet, so John's getting very hungry. So we're gonna go and get some breakfast at the hotel. Like breakfast, you get complimentary breakfast included. I don't think there's loads there, but that will be good. And then we have literally no plans. So we're gonna go and see what we can find to do in Santa Barbara. We missed breakfast, so John is not very happy. I thought it finished at 10:30, but it finishes at 10. So we're quickly grabbing a snack from 7-Eleven just to keep us going. And then I don't know if we're gonna go out for some breakfast. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. There's no need to be sad, look at all this.
Mommy, are we gonna collect the zoo?
Look at all these.
I really like this.
Oh, okay, you're gonna go for that. That looks nice and healthy, let's see. I think this worked out better in the end. We've got very nutritious breakfast, Lucky Charms, and we're sat by the sea. We haven't even got any milk, so they're eating them dry. Tasty. We're hiring some bikes. Look cool. We're off.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that.
You okay there?
Talk to me.
Here they come.
And tell me all that you've seen.
I cannot bike in video.
The
Oh, there we go. I just can't breathe.
Summer love. Memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors.
They made a mistake and only did one, so I need to go back and get another one. I've got tack. Look at these. Quite sure how to eat it. Are you ready?
The lazy river day can
with salted caramel sauce and sour gummy bears.
Oh my
God, it's
goodness.
dripping.
Oops, it's dripping all over my shoe. What have you got?
Fresh mint patty.
What have you got? What? Oh my goodness. That is so yummy, isn't it? You lucky thing.
Okay. Oh, actually, I don't know where we.
We've dropped the bikes off and now we're walking back to our hotel. We've had such a nice day in Santa Barbara. So we hired bikes like you saw, which was just so amazing. Like, I would 100% recommend doing that if you're coming to this area, because it just meant that we were able to see so much more than we would do if we were on foot, and better than being in the car as well. So we cycled all the way down the coast, and the coastal path is just beautiful. And we went to a place called Butterfly Beach, which was very, very fancy, wasn't it? Like it was like all the Four Seasons hotel around there and stuff. But the cycle down there was gorgeous, like all the flowers and stuff, and the kids paddled in the sea for a little bit and we just chilled out. Ren got stung by a bee, didn't you, darling? Which wasn't very nice, poor Rennie, but he was very brave. And then we came back, and then we went all the way through Santa Barbara and explored by bike through the city or through the town, and that was gorgeous as well. It's a really, really beautiful city. It's very laid back. Is it a city or is it a town? I keep saying this, I have no idea. I'm not sure. I think it's probably more of a town, or it might be a small city. I don't know what they class these things as in America, but it's a really, really beautiful place. There's loads of like sort of Spanish and Mediterranean influences, so many like open air restaurants and bars, and just a really, really nice atmosphere like throughout the town. It is just gorgeous. Then we went to a place.
It's a city.
It's a
like, you know,
city. Oh, there you go.
city.
John's just googled it. A coastal city. And then we went to a place called the Santa Barbara Public Market, which is like a food court type place again. We just really like this kind of thing because it just really suits us as a family. We often try and go there if there's one in the particular places that we visit, just because firstly it keeps expense down because you're not sitting and having a full waiter service dinner every evening. Secondly, it's nice because the kids can kind of pick and choose what they want, which means there's no waste and we're not worrying about them being fussy or anything like that, because they can choose exactly what they want from the different places. And also it's just nice to experience different things and all pick at different bits and stuff. So we've hardly done any sit down meals, have we? We've done a couple, don't get me wrong. We've done like a couple of lunches and breakfasts and stuff. But yeah, mainly we've done sort of things like that, more sort of laid back things, which we really like. And now we're going to go down onto a new beach, hence why we're in the car. And we're going to go and sort of watch a sunset, but the sun doesn't set over the beach itself. It sets in the mountains behind it. But I would like to take some pictures because I love a sunset picture. Of course I do. And I would just like to take a minute to show you all my dress. It has got lobsters on it and seahorses and
Why does one buy such a dress like that, Katie?
and banana trees. Would you like a shirt with lobsters on it? One gets something like this from ASOS and I like it. And they've taken the mick out of both of my outfits today. My other one had cameras and lemons on it, and this one's got lobsters and seahorses on it. But anyway, we're going to go and see the sunset. We're having a little bit of an issue getting out of the car park, but we're out. It's okay. Oh, that was really, really nice. It wasn't much of a sunset. No, that's not true.
What?
It was a sunset,
Yeah, it was on
but
the
it
water,
wasn't
behind
over
it.
the water. We were lulled into a false sense of security because
We weren't really, were we?
No.
The article you read said it changes throughout the year.
Yeah, the article that I read
chose
said
not
that
to.
said the sun sets over the ocean certain points in the year, and we were hoping it would be
And
at
when
this
was
point in the
when was
year.
the article written?
The article was written in December.
Right, okay.
So yeah, it wasn't looking likely, but it was still very beautiful. It cast a really like pretty pink light and got the golden hour, and it was lovely. And now we're all very, very sandy. I want to be somebody that's on board with sand, because like I like to think of myself as someone who likes the beach, but then at the same time, just sand in my toesies when I'm in the car is not. If there's a shower at the beach, that's fine, but otherwise I'm just, I've got all sand in my toes and in my Birkenstocks and blah, 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 blah. But no, we're gonna go home, we're gonna wash the sand off our feet, and then also sand in hotel rooms as well.
No, there won't be any sand.
Oh, okay, Ren says there won't be any sand. Thanks, Ren. That's okay then. And then we're going to walk to the shop and just get some snacks because we had quite a late lunch, so nobody really feels like dinner. So we've semi-packed up, and now we're going to attempt breakfast in the hotel today. I feel like I should have washed my hair last night. It's very like beachy, but not in a good way. In a dry, frizzy / greasy way. Got a little bit of waffle making going on here.
This guy's waiting for me.
Maddie apparently is an expert waffle maker, even though she's never used one of these machines in her life. Oh, she has. She has.
About 4 years ago.
Are we ready for these masterpieces? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh.
Well, it still tastes good, yeah.
Yeah.
Presentation 3 out of 10. Taste, hopefully 10. How are the waffles, guys? Really good. Yours nice, Ren? Glug, glug, glug. That was actually a really good breakfast. Very simple, but just what we needed. Yogurt, waffle. What more could you want? There's already 2 little people in the car. I decided to switch to a voiceover for this end bit just because I realised that most of the footage that I have of this particular day, I'm just talking absolute rubbish in the car, and I thought I'd spare you that. But we had such a nice time in Santa Barbara. It was only a short stay, but we really loved the city, and it was time to head to our next destination on our road trip, and that was Sequoia National Forest. We did have a little stopover for a few hours in a town called Ojai. We went to Bart's Books, which is the world's largest outdoor bookstore and well worth a visit, and I also went to a crystal shop, and we had our first In-N-Out burger of the trip as well. But it was time to head to Sequoia National Forest. The journey took us about 3 and a bit hours and 195 miles, and that is where my next vlog will be all about.